What's poppin', Rob Television? Welcome back to another reaction with your boys. You can see by the title, man. Yes, I'm back with another MJ reaction video. Now, this video was not recommended. This video actually popped up on my timeline. By you guys recommending so many videos and by me just, finding videos, a lot of times it just be random videos that pop. Well, I ain't gonna say random videos because it's related to the topic, but it be other videos that just pop up. And I'd be like, you know what? Let me react today if I ain't got any recommendations. And this was one of those videos. And I found out about this was through the Last Dance documentary, which y'all should go check out if you haven't. It's very informative about the career of Michael Jordan. But the title says it all. I ain't got to go into a deep explanation with this intro. But before we get into the video, man, make sure you do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. Click that post notification bell. You're notified on all things Rob Television. Let's check it out.
Let's be honest, if you consider yourself a ball player, then chances are you probably think you're better than you actually are. And that's nothing really to be ashamed of. We're all guilty of it.
In your prime, you said you could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Is that just, are you...
No, you know it's real too. He's too small. He's too little. I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated one-on-one. I don't never lose one-on-one.
Did you ever play Michael Jordan?
If he played me, he'd cry.
I mean, even the best players on the planet have the mentality that they can go toe-to-toe against anybody. And you almost have to be somewhat delusional if you want to achieve some level of success. But in this particular instance, Corey Benjamin probably should have kept his mouth shut. I know some of you guys out there must have seen this footage before, but maybe you're not exactly familiar with the story behind it. But before we get to that, how about we learn a little bit about Corey Benjamin first? Benjamin attended Fontana High School in California, where he rose to stardom, scoring 27 points per game in his senior year as a 6'6" forward and managed to make the prestigious McDonald's All-American team. Some would say he looked like a young MJ during his high school days. Then, he would end up playing college ball for the Oregon State Beavers, where he would lead the team in scoring for 2 years, which was talent they haven't seen since Gary Payton was at Oregon State. Eventually, Corey was taken 28th overall in the 1998 NBA draft by the Chicago Bulls, but unfortunately for him, the NBA went into a lockout the summer he was drafted, significantly shortening the season, which must have been frustrating to deal with after finally having your NBA dream come true. And to make matters worse, it was becoming evidently clear that Michael Jordan was beginning to distance himself from the organization. With all the front office drama, the uncertainty whether Coach Phil Jackson would return to the team, and the rumors that the franchise was considering getting rid of Scottie Pippen, it appeared that Jordan was in no mood to rebuild with the Bulls, ultimately retiring on January 13th, 1999. Which was just 1 week before the lockout ended, leaving the team to fend for themselves, and the post-Jordan era was not getting off to a good start. Chicago only won 13 games their first season without Michael, and unfortunately, Corey Benjamin ran into some ankle injuries, preventing him from seeing the court, hardly even playing his so-called rookie year. And as for Michael Jordan's first year into retirement, the Bulls were the least of his worries. MJ was living the life, spending the majority of his time playing golf with his friends, family, and business partners. And he certainly had every right to do so. All he wanted to do was enjoy his time away from the game. But then, out of nowhere, one of Jordan's good friends, Randy Brown, who played with him during the second three-peat, delivered a little message to Michael. It all started when Corey Benjamin and Randy Brown were having a conversation at practice one night, and during their conversation, Benjamin mentioned that he can easily beat MJ one-on-one, and obviously, Jordan's former teammate Brown knew that.
I think in some situations, it can be a such thing as confidence, but then in some situations, I feel like it's a such thing as delusional, being a little delusional in situations, and I think in his situation, like I said, I don't know too much about him, But I think that was more delusion than, than confidence, in my opinion,
That he had to let Jordan know what Corey said at practice. So eventually, the word got around to the GOAT. And the next thing Corey knew,
and then obviously Brown wanted to see some type of it. He wanted to see this youngster get embarrassed. Because why would you go back and tell Mike that? Even though Mike not even playing ball no more at the moment, Mike still got that competitive edge. He probably thinking like, man, this young cat, he coming to my old team thinking that he could beat, like, oh no, I gotta come check that. So, he want Brian, you messing for that one, man. You got this young man exposed.
Standing right in front of him, ready to accept his challenge, showing that his ultra-competitive nature will never disappear, whether he's retired or not. And if Benjamin had any thought that Father Time caught up to Jordan, he had another thing coming. It was November of 1999, about a year and a half after the iconic last shot. Michael came by one of the Bulls' practices, and as soon as he walked in the door, the practice instantly stopped. And I think it's safe to say that Benjamin knew why he was there, as everyone who attended the practice gathered around to watch. And just like that, Jordan said check ball, and did not waste any time getting down to business. MJ was scoring at ease, abusing the young bull.
Literally, the young bull.
8-3. It's 8-3.
Jordan, who had a pretty comfortable lead, barely broke a sweat, and just out of pure boredom, decided to add a little trash talking to the show, and told him exactly what he's going to do next.
Come on, right back over there. Come on, follow me. You can't protect me when you reach, I teach. All day.
Every single teammate of Corey's were in absolute awe by what they were witnessing, including a young Ron Artest and Elton Brand. With Michael clearly dominating.
I did not know Artest played for the Bulls. Man, that's crazy.
Dominating the rookie, he wanted to remind his opponent, along with everybody else in the building, exactly what he accomplished, basically demanding to put some respect on his name by pointing out all of the championship banners hanging up all around.
Look around you. What you see when you see around you? Look. Look around you.
There you
So
go.
with a few more defensive.
Now this is the second video, and I have yet to get my good unwanted guess. That's the first guess on this reaction, on my reactions, and he's unwanted guess. I can't seem to get him. I told y'all when the camera cut, I was gonna get him. He disappeared. Couldn't find him. Soon as I hit play again, he flying around.
Plays here,
That's tough.
and a couple more easy buckets there, Mike was doing too much damage and finally decided to put him out of his misery, then told him to never call him out ever again.
Ooh.
Sit down. Don't call me out of retirement. See it again.
Soon after, the news about this one-on-one game eventually got around to the entire league and media. Kendall Gill, who was playing for the New Jersey Nets at the time, had this to say, quote, "Calling out the devil is one thing, facing him is another." And even Skip Bayless, who at the time was a writer for the Chicago Tribune, took time out to write about this story. Corey Benjamin continuously tried to say that the final score was 11-9, but the people who witnessed the entire thing claimed that it wasn't even close. But at the end of the day, he did accept the fact that he did lose, and said that there's no shame in losing to the best player ever.
Limits me. I can't do much, but I mean, I just came out and have a good time. You talked a little trash in Atlanta, I had to come in. It was easy. The good thing about it, he's out more than I am.
Are you trying to give him a morale boost today? Is that one of the reasons?
That as well as a lesson. I think I accomplished
What was
both.
the reaction when you walked in?
They didn't think I was coming. if I come and hang around the game because I still love the game, that doesn't mean I'm coming back.
Okay, now I want to know your thoughts about this insane story. Make sure to leave a comment down below, drop a like on this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.
Mike tore up, man. Mike said, he said it with the biggest smile on his face. It was easy. That's crazy, man. Hey, Brown, man, you tore up for that, man. You instigated that butt whoop, man. You should just left that alone. You should not even told Mike. You instigated that, man. But he asked for it coming out and talking crazy like that. But as you can see, man, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big, big, big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. I'll see y'all next video. I'm out this thing. Gang.